everyone, welcome back to my channel, and you might have noticed that we are switching things up a little bit. So I just sent out a message yesterday about well, actually today, I'm recording this the same day, but I'm rebranding everything as Golden Papery since that is mostly the handle that I've been using, and Brittany codes will basically subside just because for business related purposes, I want to create more of a persona with my Golden Papery route, and this is where we're at. We want to showcase a lot of the products that we have and own, but also at the same time provide ways that you can become productive. And so I'll still be providing content related to data analysts and different things like that, as far as like women in technology and women in STEM. And I would highly recommend that you follow me on LinkedIn, since that is where I have my professional presence, if you are interested in that. But you will notice here that I don't have my A5 planner. I decided this week that I wanted to try something different just because things have been getting a little bit crazy in my mom life. And so I wanted to look into how to organize myself with a personal planner, because I wanted something more compact that I could use in my purse. And even though the A5 planner is not that large, like it also fits in my purse, I still wanted something where I could eventually add in my cards, like my debit cards, and also my cash envelopes, because I would love to be more transparent with my finances and do budgeting videos as well, or at least how you can use budgeting videos so to manage your finances. But so you're gonna see me kind of set up this personal planner. It's a Filofax black planner that I have here, and I have an insert that I purchased from Etsy, which I'll link in the description. And I'm just adding in a couple of different items here so that I can get myself organized. So in the beginning, you saw that I rounded all of my inserts, and that's so it can give a little bit of aesthetic to it. I like the rounded corners, and so I've been wanting to see if this is actually a way that I can use to be a little bit more productive, especially since I'm noticing that work has I forgot that my toddler is here helping me out, so she decided to also help me out with the planning process. But I wanted to use this system because I noticed that work has been pretty calm lately. It's, we are still dealing with the cybersecurity stuff, and so a lot of my things are down right now. And I figured that I could just have a just one-stop shop for just everything. It's more compact, so now I really have to get exact about what's happening throughout the week. And so this first divider is going to include my weekly planning. And so you'll see here that now I'm not using a daily inserts. I'm using just a weekly planning on my personal planner. And it even has things with our to-do list, some notes, a food log. And it has I love this part, but it has like a little smiley tracker. So I thought that would be a great way for me to also track what I have going on as far as my moods. And then at the end, it has a habit tracker, happy mail, and the next week items. So this insert is from Keena Prints, and I found it from Etsy. And I just love how it looks very Hobonichi style. If you've used Hobonichi, it's pretty similar, that it's very compact. And basically, I wanted to switch over to this system also because The first divider, the first section will be my weekly planning. And then even though I added some of the other things here as I was going through the setup of this planner, I also want to add a Bible study section because that is something that's super important to me. And I'm wondering if there are other planning inserts. I know that there's a section that I want to add as far as my home. This will include any like cleaning methods that I need to do, any reminders. But this weekly planning insert is new. I've never used it. And to be honest, I never wanted to get into a personal planner size because of how small it is. I've always preferred to have more room to write in. But I like the way that it's very compact. So I'm using the bills icon that I have here, which is also available on my shop. And I want it to be a little bit more minimalistic. So we're going to be using a lot of icons now, a lot of stickers that are quick and easy to identify. One of the great things about personal planner sizes is that you tend to use less stickers, but because you're also trying to be mindful of what event is happening, then definitely, you see, my toddler was helping me here. She's too cute. You'll want to be more mindful of where you're putting your stickers. Also, one of the stressors that I had with my A5 planner was being able to use up the whole space. So I noticed also in the past 2 weeks or so that I haven't been taking my planner with me. And that's more than likely because, we've been out of town, we've been having to travel, and, it's been kind of crazy with a lot of the activities that my toddler has. But I figure that if I switch over to the personal planner size, hopefully this will allow me to carry it everywhere and actually use it. So this personal planner is going to include my work life, my home life, my church life, especially on the weekly planning inserts. And also, we will be able to utilize some of the other sections for like daily tasks and reminders that I have. And as I mentioned, I'm going to include a Bible study section. So I haven't printed those out yet. And so I need to go back and figure out how to plan it and then cut it and then put it in here. So you probably won't see that until the next week's video. But I have all of these amazing stickers from my shop that are very compact, very small. And I don't know, I want it to be more, like I said, very minimal, very productive, very just like this is what's happening and these are the different things that are going on. There are a couple of people that I follow on Instagram that use personal planners, and to be fair, you are more than welcome to use 2, 3, 4 different planners if you want. I use everything in just one planner because I can't keep up with everything, and obviously, like, there's a lot of things in my life, especially being a mom, that I have to take into priority, and so I have very little time is what I'm saying. And so on top of the fact that we've been like on and off sick, we're having to figure out how to get by while having allergies and all of that. So I'm adding here. So my printer is almost out of toner, so this is why it's very light. But it's actually just a black weekly planner insert, and it has 3 dots at the top to basically be your priorities for the day. And what I'm going to do, and I'll probably be messing with this layout for for this month, but what I'm going to do is add my top priorities, obviously on the top three dots. And then on the bottom is where I'm going to put in any of my work meetings that I have with the time. For the most part, I don't have that many meetings. I know that in the past month or so, I've been having way more than usual just because there's been a lot of projects or there have been a lot of issues with their systems. And so that's the reason why that it was accumulating. But I'm going to have the bottom section of each day include when I'm having meetings. And then if there is something that I want to highlight, then I'll use the icons to do that. So you'll see that on Friday, it's my dad's birthday. And so I put the little birthday icon there. I also don't work on that day since I'll be traveling to where my family lives. And so I put the little no work sign. And then I'm using the little home icon from the Bills icons for my church. So I'm adding here that I have worship and Bible study on Sunday and then also on Wednesday. So now I'm adding in the habits. I wasn't sure how I wanted to design this, and honestly, I probably will change it up for next week. But I definitely know some of my priority habits, and that's to study my Bible, definitely water my garden at least 3 times a week, read my book that I'm doing. So I have this reading challenge that I'm trying to do for the year where I read 32 books. So I'm trying to catch up with where I'm supposed to be at in the month of May. And I also want to track my finances since I'm very, finance oriented. I'm trying to pay off a lot of the farm equipment that I have so that I can save up for a barn. And so that's what I'll be doing. I got this pen from Cloth and Paper, and it's specifically for your transparent stickers or post-it notes. So I would highly recommend this pen because it works great. It doesn't smear and it actually stays on there. And now it's looking a little bit filled up. I love the way it looks. It looks, I don't know, I think when I was doing the daily inserts, it didn't feel so busy and I had a lot of open spaces. And even though I was trying to be or keep that minimalistic mind, I know that it was also stressing me out if I didn't feel like I used my whole planning insert. But as I mentioned in my previous videos, do what is best for you and what makes you happy. The whole point of having a method of organization is to ensure that you are being productive. So now I'm going to just go back in and reorganize all the stickers that I'll be using with this planner. And I'm going to get out my sticker binder and start adding in some of the stickers on my events. So you'll see here that I do have a social media section. I don't know if I'm going to keep this. I'm still thinking about the different sections that I'm going to have. I may just get rid of this and just replace it with the home section here. And that, like I mentioned, that'll be more of like a cleaning, what I need to do in the home, things like that. But I do have some goals surrounding making sure that I am posting at least on a daily basis on my Instagram for my stationery account. And so we'll just keep this one in mind for now. And then I do have a finances section at the very end, I believe. So I need to decide whether I want to keep that or if I will just, which is probably what I'm going to do, I'll probably just print out the sheets that I use already for my finances So I do have some sheets that are like charts, debt charts, trying to pay off some of my goals. And then I do have a meal planning section. So we're going to go through this personal planner together. We're going to evolve this planner into what is more productive for me. And as I mentioned, this is not something that I've ever done before. I've never had a very small planner like this. So it's going to be a challenge. And I think a challenge more of what I actually want to keep on this planner and see what will help out. So I am going to design a couple of dashboards for this personal planner. I do want to create one that has like a Bible quotes, and then I also want to create one that has my planning routine because I don't have that here. And I also want to add in something that identifies what month we are in. So I'll be doing that this week. I'm going to design some things on Canva. If you have never used Canva, I highly recommend. It's amazing. And then I'm going to print them out on my color machine this time and then laminate them. I got this new lamination tool also that has been working wonders. And I've never used a lamination tool like that, but it's so cool. I've already created some bookmarks and things like that. So the next thing that I'm going to do here is also add in or create a like a today bookmark for my planner. So yeah, lots of interesting new things happening. As I said, we are going through this journey together. But you can see that we do have a lot of events now that I combine everything, including church. I used to have and I still have it. It's my Bible planner. I keep it mostly for when I add in some of my study notes, especially when I go to church and do the sermons. But I want to add in all of that stuff here. I want this to be my primary planner that I take as I'm reading my Bible or I'm trying to pay something at the grocery store. It's just going to give me everything that I need to where I can say, this is my budget for this is my cash for this, category. And that's the whole purpose of this planner, or at least switching to this planner, is that it becomes a little bit more compact, it becomes more productive, especially with how many things are happening in my home life. So I'm finalizing some of the stickers here that I've added. I have not used this swimming sticker in forever. My toddler started swimming again and she had some tryouts, and so I was just thinking about, I'm so excited to use that swimming sticker. And now I'm just looking into like some of the small little stickers that I have. Honestly, I have so many stickers that I have not used. And so I'm hoping that as I go through this planning journey, I get to use some of the ones that I've had for a while now. And this is hopefully what this compact planner will do. I feel like in my A5 planner, I used so many of the same stickers and it started becoming repetitive. So I, one, need to order more stickers, but you see how I have all of these icons, these smaller stickers that I've not used. So I think this looks super cute. I love the colors. I'm all about still having like a very colorful outline, but still keeping it nude. So the color combo is amazing. Now I'm just trying to figure out where I can still include some of the washi tape. I may have to do that, whether on the meal planner inserts, on my Bible study inserts, or maybe as like a header for the weekly planning. But there you go.